We're going to our number 5. This came in with a 29 points. Somebody about to be big mad. Somebody about to be big mad. This movie
is gonna be me.
Had a really very powerful moment that really inspired those to go off and finish a war. This is a big time movie. This is probably going to get some hate because a lot of people are probably going to think it should have been ranked higher. This involves a president getting a microphone and telling everybody that we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We are going to live on. We are going to survive. It is Independence Day, the president's speech.
And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
All right, y'all.
Wait, this is number what?
Number 1. Everybody voted for it, but you know.
Number 5? I mean, I had it number 4, so that's pretty cool.
Me.
It's Max's number 1. Yeah, he goes with that.
Okay,
Well, you didn't see Coach Carter, so who?
Okay, all right.
To be fair, Josh put it the highest out of the rest of us because he put it number 4.
Look, I'm saying, I'm not even gonna get mad at y'all because y'all don't even need to worry about me. You need to worry about my wife when she hears about this.
No, Max, it's okay because your number 1 is at least going to make the list. I'm pretty confident mine's not. So.
Jacob's like, we're getting a bit too deep in the list for the line.
Someone's number 1 didn't make the list.
We're getting too close to number 1, and I know mine's not going to be this high. So I'm going to be upset. I will take umbrage with y'all later.
All right, but let's talk about the actual speech. It came at like just such a perfect time. You know, they're preparing, and it was unexpected. You know, they know the mission. They know the likelihood of survival is like barely 0, almost 0. But you know, for him to come out and uplift everybody after, pretty sure he just lost his wife, and you know, he comes out and just brings everybody to a halt. You know, the effect that he had on everybody, his words. And it's almost Independence Day too. I'm about to watch that movie because it had me. It had me like stuck in the movie, and for a movie to take you away, that's the whole point. So that's why I had it at number 4.
You hang on every word the president says. Okay, I get goosebumps listening to that. I'm about to fight some aliens.
Well, if we ever have an alien invasion, I'm sure they would play this.
I wish we had a president that could speak like this. So,
and the thing is, he wasn't only uniting the United States; he was uniting the world. Okay.
Yeah. This is our Independence Day.
Hey, Max, I'll give you, when he starts telling them we will not go quietly into the night, I'm like, okay, first of all, that's a badass line. I'll give you that.
We're going to live on. We're going to survive.
He definitely wrote that in all caps. He put
it in and he highlighted it and he wrote a note and pointed the arrow at it. Do not forget this line.
This is going to be a banger. You know he felt like hot shit writing this speech. You know he got
No, but you know he felt like hot shit because right after he finished, he got a standing ovation.
You know how rare standing ovations are?
My question is, how long was he holding that in his pocket, ready to go? Like, man, if we get a war, this is going to be
something heard about the invasion. I certainly heard about the invasion. He said, I got this speech.
I just like how he started it. You know, he was like, good morning. Good morning. You know, because that's a nice guy.
Well, look, he was pretending. He knew he had the confidence. He was trying to pretend he didn't have the confidence.
But again, y'all just gotta. I'm not even good on y'all again because y'all gotta deal with this after I tell my wife about this tomorrow.
Hey, be sure to tell her Josh had it in the highest.
Yeah.
We're gonna move into honorable mentions because the next couple are gonna give away the list. Everybody cool with that?
Cool.
The second time this has happened, somebody's number 1 did not make the list. We're going to go into this person was right. His number 1 didn't make the list. It is Vitamin J. There will be blood. Oil Man speech.
Wow.
You know what? There will be blood never crossed my mind.
I know it didn't. I'm not surprised. You know.
I was gonna say this is gonna piss you and Carson off. This has nothing to do with the speech, but I gotta tell you, y'all overrate this movie. I'm just saying it.
We do not.
It's good, but it ain't like top 10 movie material like y'all say.
Nah, it's not top 10. No.
It's acting perfection.
You know what I'm saying about your movie? Well, no one's disputing that.
I mean, the man won the Oscar, so I mean.
no one's disputing how great the acting was. But yeah, what was so great about this speech I couldn't even make the list?
It's showing how charismatic he is. He's able to convince this whole effing town to work and then let him drill on their land. And it's just showing you how he's able to do that. And then he manipulates Paul Dano's character. At one point, he's like, I don't want to insult you, but let's talk about this. And he talks about bread because he says no family should want for bread. So he's like appealing to the family. So it's just showing how manipulative he is.
He's an oil man.
All right. We're going to move to our next one. It was voted on solely by The Mountain. It is from Reservoir Dogs, talking about a very important subject.
That's a good scene. That's a really good scene. That's how they open the movie. So
I just find it's hilarious to me. He's like, I mean, I can't remember exactly how long the scene is, but he goes like on a 5-minute rant about tipping, and like, I mean, like he's kind of right, but he's being a dick about it. But I mean,
I love it
and you still tip.
When I can't remember who they talk to, but they tap him and like he don't like tipping. And he's like, and then the other guy's like, why don't you like fucking tipping?
Then he goes on his whole thing.
Then he.
Man, we're short. Who didn't put in?
I do like how that scene sets up who is the traitor. The one who is what was it, Mr. Orange that writes out Mr. Pink?
Yeah.
I liked how he was like, I like my coffee filled 3 times. If it's not filled 3 times, it's not worth my time.
I mean, the whole opening scene is just chef kiss, really. It's awesome.
Yeah, I probably would have put it on my list, but it kind of felt to me like, just more like a conversation.
Exactly.
We're going to talk about another one. It was voted on by myself and Vitamin J, known because of this person's interesting Tennessee accent as it starts off this special. My name is Lieutenant Aldo Rain.
Oh man, no, I'm bad. Oh, real bad now.
You will give me my Nazi scalps.
My Nazi scalp. Business is building. Oh my God, I'm so bad. I would have had it on my list. I forgot about it.
Forgot about that speech.
Yeah, that's good. I'm sorry. I'll let y'all know.
This is, in my opinion, the quintessential Tarantino movie. This is his best work. I don't think it can be touched.
It's his best movie, man. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. He's like, we're going to enemy territory. We're going to be doing one thing and one thing only. Killing
that.
It's so ridiculous, but it's so memorable.
He's like, I didn't come down from the goddamn Smoky Mountains. He's like,
that's Mexican standoff. I can go for you.
And then, he's like, I'm a quarter Apache.
Yeah.
Don't forget, and the German will talk about us, and the German will hear us. Great movie. Again, if you haven't seen that movie, great movie.
I was like, this man wants to die for his country. Oblige him.
And
down at the very end, he teaches. He's like talking to them. He's like, when you join me, you take a debit you owe me personally. So he's like, he wants his debt.
Another one. This one's probably another famous one. It starts out saying, I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It is from the network Mad as Hell.
Really?
That's great. It didn't make my list, Bobby. I wanted to so bad, but I put Blade Runner ahead of it.
It was my number 2, but it's all
Ooh.
I would have seen it, so I'm not shocked.
Yeah, I'm not saying it.
It's a great Scott.
I know the speech.
Shout!
I've seen. Yeah, I've seen the speech, so I put out mine.
I'm a human being. God damn it!
I'm mad as hell. That's great.
Seriously, you need to watch that speech. And it is on the list to be watched. But I'm not shocked. I know most of y'all haven't seen it. I know Jacob and Max, I know you've seen the speech. But I'm not shocked. I'm not upset by it. But you do need to watch it and then reevaluate your choices in life and put it on your list next time.
Maybe I'm a busy guy, I got a lot of things.
The speech is like 5 minutes at most. You can watch it.
All right, we're going to go back into our list. We got 4 movies left. The next 2 we're going to talk about, there was another tie, 3rd place. One of them, it was a bit of a surprise to me that this one got rated so highly, mainly because I didn't really know of this speech, but it was rated very highly. Everybody but myself and Big Josh, you voted for it. It is a speech that is delivered by kind of a bit of a jerk. You know, he is a closer. And he starts it off with, "Let me have your attention for a moment." It is the speech from Glengarry Ross. Always
Glengarry
be
Glenn Ross.
Glengarry Glenn Ross.
Glenn Ross. Glengarry.
Glengarry Glenn Ross.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only. A, B, C. A, always B, B, C, closing. Always be closing. Always be closing. AIDA. Attention, interest, decision, action. Attention. Do I have your attention? Interest. Are you interested? I know you are, because it's fuck or walk. You close or you hit the bricks. Decision. Have you made your decision for Christ?
Sorry. Glengarry Glenn Ross.
Josh, after you watch the network speech,
watch this. It's really good. It's really good.
It's got an all-star cast.
Put that coffee down.
Hey, Phil, you learn about the ABCs. A, always. B, C, closing.
Yeah, he's like, "You're a good father. Fuck you." Hit the brick. I said, "Hit the bricks."
And then he brings out the
so
brass balls. He brings out the brass balls.
Well, it's like, I mean, you know, it takes real estate, man. Brass balls.
Yeah, what about when he takes his watch off? He's like, "This watch costs more than your salary. This watch is more than your salary."
I need to watch this movie. I always say weekly to my wife. I always tell her to put the coffee down.
Put the coffee down.
Piece of closers.
I quote this movie probably weekly.
I have heard that quote before. That's funny. Yeah.
See, John, again, watch Network and then watch this. You'd be like, those two speeches are top notch.
This is just a great tongue lashing by someone.
Like, you guys suck, and you know, that's all I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
You all suck at this, and you suck at life.
It's really a gut punch hearing it.
I love when he talks about also, like, he's like, "Yeah, the winner gets this, the loser a knife set, and the second gets a knife set. Third, you're fired." Like, okay, cool.
It's the best scene of the movie.
So we're going to go into number 3. Everybody but Vitamin J voted for this. It is coming from a big movie that was in our childhoods. This speech is very, very impactful. Got us ready. As this scene was happening, you can just feel the energy, and it has this epic line at the very end. This is Sparta.
You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same.
This is blasphemy. This is madness.
Madness. This is Sparta!
Yeah, I actually had 300 at 3, number 3. And that part of the movie, I remember y'all had already seen it, and then I'd watched it with you guys for my first time. You're like, there's going to be a lot of testosterone in this man. I was so pumped. I was like, this is Sparta. Now I can't help but quote
it. and then that kick really sealed the deal. That was a good kick. Good form, good execution.
Follow through. And had to be sure not to fall in the hole himself.
So many quotable lines.
How many people fall in that hole daily, you think?
Oh, man.
How deep is that?
At least 5.
That's always the thing I was
I would say 50 feet. At least 50 feet.
Nah, he was falling for a while.
He was, so maybe 100.
I was also going to say the other one where he's like, Spartans, what is your profession? Yeah, that was a good one.
In real life, instead of saying this is Sparta, after he was told that the Persians will enslave him and all that, his only retort was if. Like, if you beat us, that will happen. So you people are saying, no, that's not happening.
That's pretty badass. If. Challenge. That's like challenge, man. I mean, he ended up losing, but...
Fellas, do you think before he did this is Sparta line, because the Persian guy said, this is blasphemy, this is madness. So you think in his head, he's like, you just gave me a perfect segue to an absolute banger line coming up.
Yeah. I'm wondering how he was always going to input this line in a speech, but right now you put it right there. You gave me that layup.
I was like, that's the guy I was told, I need a good comeback. I need a comeback. I said, this is mad as, oh, got it.
Earlier in the speech, he talks about earth and water, and he's just like so disgusted of like, that's what you offer me, earth and water? And he's like so disgusted with the Persian messenger, even though we're not supposed to don't shoot the messenger, which he didn't.
No, he kicked him. There's a difference.
And I mean, he kind of deserved it. And even Leonidas is like, you bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps, and you insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Like, yo, what did you think this guy was going to do? Like, it's Spartan. He's a Spartan. Like, come on. They're very proud people. All right. We're going to go into our second place movie. Right now, only two people's number ones are still on the board. Myself and B3.
Okay. Let's see who wins.
The second one came in with 38 points. This one is very epic speech, is very relevant to today, as this character is talking to the audience, and he starts off saying, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. It is the Great Dictator speech.
Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. In the name of democracy, let us all unite.
You win, Phil. Congrats. No, I'm actually shocked it's this high up.
Well, I think what helps it also, well, one is a good speech, but also he said it at a time when the stuff he's talking about is happening in real life. This isn't like just made for a movie. He's trying to talk to the actual world, not just the movie world. So, and all his words ring true.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's on my list.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Josh. I know it's not on Hunters. I know it.
No, actually, it was. It was on everybody's.
I'm shocked. I'm very shocked Hunter had it.
It was 10th, but it was on his speech.
Okay,
it was on his
that
list.
Makes sense. He probably was struggling to think of something. He's like,
Hey, I was a big fan of Charlie Chaplin, man. Don't get me wrong.
Some of these lines are just great. Like, so our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. That's still true to this day. Mm-hmm. Go on Twitter, you'll see that.
Well, these are Charlie Chaplin's first spoken words, right? So this is a great.
First one in English. He had in modern times he spoke gibberish.
This is what you call just nailing the moment. I mean, the first time us Americans get to hear him speak, and this is what he does. I mean, you're just like.
And in this, he even says like he wants to help everyone. He says Jew, Gentile, black man, white. People was like he was not discriminating. That's what really helps. Like he's trying. It's probably for everybody. And then when he starts really getting into it, it's like sound like the soldiers like. It's like, don't lay down for these men with like machine minds, and machine hearts. I'm like, he is getting into it. I want to know, I was like, did he do it all in one take, or did it take him multiple tries? Because he did it in one take.
I mean, it's nice when he's talking. He also has a point with greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate.
And he even talked about like, how the earth is rich and good. It's like provide for everyone. That's true. We have enough food to feed everyone, but yet we still have hunger. That's what's messed up. We have plenty of food. No, it's just everything he's saying is just so pertinent to today's world, which is sad.
I mean, this was a very lasting speech that was very, very powerful.
I'm gonna be honest, I listen to the speech multiple times every year because it's that good.
I do agree with what y'all said earlier. It does kind of hit different knowing that when he was speaking, it was current events for him. So it does kind of have a more of a heavier feel to it.
It's bigger than a movie. This is like, real life.
It came out in 1940, so during the very early stages of World War II. And this is back when Hollywood was afraid to go after the Nazis, too. Only Warner Brothers and Charlie Chaplin were really going after the Nazis. Other movie studios, they didn't want to piss Hitler off. And then eventually they like, F it, we can go after him. But no, Charlie Chaplin and Warner Brothers like, no, we're going to gun for him. And he made a mockery of Hitler, which is always a good thing.
Very, very well done. Very good speech.
I'll take that. Phil, I'm not even mad. I'll take that. I was afraid it was going to be a little low on the list. So I'm not even mad.
I didn't think it would be too low because it's very iconic speech. So I was
To
like,
be honest, I didn't think Hunter would vote for it, but he only gave 1 point towards the movie.
Yeah, it's one.
But he put it there. We're gonna go into our number one. I'm in with 46 points. It's not as long as the last one, but it's very thorough and gets to the point and has very great opening and a very great ending. Russell Crowe, peak Russell Crowe coming in. This is one of my favorite movies, and it starts off with "My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius." It is the speech from The Gladiator.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix Legions, loyal servant to the true emperor Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Again, we have mentioned multiple times how these people rehearse it. He definitely rehearsed it the night before. He planned the whole thing out.
The music accompanying the speech is also very nice. It really gets you into the speech.
I think that's what people need to understand. Like sometimes with the speech, that music that comes with it really helps set it apart from other speeches.
Yeah, especially if it's like starts to swell and you just build it building and building, and then like that iconic line. It's like, bruh.
And see, I can't be mad at this number one because I had this at number 3. I'm not mad at this number one. It's a very great speech.
And then he's like going over how like he's like, I'm father to a married son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Yes,
Yeah,
he just
Joaquin Phoenix character was like, oh shit.
He's like, man, that fucked up.
You remember? Well, you saw his face after he said it. He's like, excuse me?
This life,
Squeeze me.
I will have my vengeance. He's like, oh god, he's gonna go after me no matter what.
This guy's like, even if I die, I have to worry about this man.
My good lord. And that's part of the speech is having a good ending, and that is just a perfect ending of in this life or the next. Like, all right, yeah, that's a good ending. You want to leave the audience with like, ooh, that's a good message.
That line's cold, man. That line just sent a shiver down your spine if someone told you that.
Again, if you haven't seen Gladiator, very good movie. It is a long movie, but it is a good movie.
And before anyone makes in the comment it's not historically accurate, I know it's nowhere close. Joaquin Phoenix character actually was a good emperor, and he didn't kill his dad. I think he got killed in the bathtub. Someone like just strangled him in the bathtub.
I'll say when he said those words, I felt that. Okay, like I was scared. Like it was number 5 on my list, but. It was a really good speech. Great movie and a really good speech. So I'll leave it at that.
So that is our list. Did you agree with the list? Are there some speeches you thought should have been put in there that were not? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you've seen some of these movies. And if you haven't, check them out. Tell us what you think afterwards. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good things. My name's Legacy.
And I'm Max.
I'm Bobby.
Big Josh.
And her.
And may the discussions begin.